Howdy, stranger, outlaws, bandits. Today I'm bringing you something different. A Q&A, if you will. Want to engage with you guys a bit better. I want to get to know my band of outlaws and bandits. As always, see you on the other side.
Question 1. What is easier, defense or offense? Is it easier to defend against missiles or launch them and hit a target? Is it easier to hack a game or defend it with anti-cheats? I could go on, but you get the idea.
Well, stranger, I would say it would be beneficial, or it would be the best option to go on the offense. Because if you're on the offense, you're constantly striking the other person, or you're constantly attacking. If you're on the defense, you're on demand, you're always going backwards, you don't know what's behind you. Um, Dependent on your question, dependent on your situation, my opinion is it's always better to attack than to defend. Even in boxing, if you rationalize it, you're constantly on the offense, you're constantly punching, while as if you're on the defense, you're taking the hit, and it's whether the attacker is going to run out of steam or your defense is going to get penetrated somewhere. I would say, hey, don't judge me. I would say it's the offense.
Question 2. What did cavemen with OCD do? Imagine being a hyper-germaphobe during the Stone Age.
Well, I would think that they would have perished. If imagine you're a germaphobe. Let's imagine the example that you brought up. Let's imagine a caveman with hyper germophobia. You're on the field. You're on between the creepy crawlies. Bugs are running around everywhere. You're stepping in dirt, mud, feces even. Yeah, that no. Either you're going to perish within the first week or so because you're afraid to touch anything, and obviously you need to drink, which I'm guessing the swamps and the rivers were not as clean as today, or the food is not as nicely kept as today. So, thinking about it, yeah, I'll give it a week maybe. Either he or she adapts, or they would perish most likely from starvation, dehydration, or running afraidly into an upcoming predator. Because we all know that predators like to single out the weakest link in the herd. So, yeah, I would wish him luck. And I wished him luck. And I hope he survived and managed to produce some offspring.
Question 3. What do you look like? I always wonder what the person writing an answer looks like from the other side of the screen.
Well, stranger, if you look closely, you will notice billboard forehead looking ass, balding patches developing looking ass, Walmart John Wick looking ass, deformed hourglass shape looking ass, 6'3" giant dwarf.
Question 4. Does anyone else feel that social media has made the world smaller when the idea was that it was supposed to bring more people together? So I generally call it anti-social media because really I feel like as a whole there aren't really tools to help you meet new like-minded people. I guess the exception would be Facebook groups, which because of the crap out there, a lot of them are locked. I know so many people that essentially have a very small group of people they talk to and then basically they just people watch everyone else and gossip about them to their small group. With the young crowd it's just all about getting followers and fake interactions so that they can keep people talking because they just want to be famous. Back before social media we had AOL chatrooms and IRC where you would find a topic room and chat with people.
Well, stranger, you pretty accurately hit the nail on the coffin. Social media, ever since it has been developed, has pushed away IRL interactions between people because we rely more on technology than in real life conversations. We put off seeing each other or seeing our relatives or whatever, or make new connections from social media rather than going out and experiencing those new connections. In this sense, we evolved, but I would rather say that we evolved backwards. We are confined to our devices, regardless if it's going to be just our phones or laptops or consoles or whatever. But it's a tricky one because in a certain way it has brought us closer, because how are you going to interact with somebody from the other side of the planet when you're in, let's say, Idaho, and you meet a friend from Japan or Afghanistan or somewhere? I know, bad pun. But the baseline of it is it has done more damage than provide any meaningful value. Yes, nowadays social media got to a point where it's more attention seeking than rather to build personal connections between people. But as a civilization, you need to look at, did it do any positive toward you and in your mentality? If not, then negate it to a point where you're just using it for the bare minimum, the important stuff. I'm not a fan of social media either. I try to be off of it as much as possible. Shorts are destructive because it lowers our already low attention spans. Nowadays, I don't think most young people could sit down and watch a movie properly, something that they don't really want to or prefer to watch. But hey, maybe we are just old-fashioned in this way.
Question 5. Did you ever wonder why are you still alive? Any time you felt what is the point of living, did you see any purpose? In other words, with Darwin's survival of fittest, did you consider that you are fit to survive? If yes, what motivates you or pushes you? What will you do when you lost the purpose?
Well, stranger, I think most of us have this mortal dilemma already in our lives at least once. If that happens, my suggestion would be to focus on the people that you love. Think of it this way. Your mom and dad gave you life, your mom and dad raised you up. Maybe or maybe not your grandparents were involved seeing you go from a child to an adult. Think of it in a way that support them, if nothing else, or support the loved ones. That's my opinion. If I ever fall down, that's the one thing that gets me back up. I have a responsibility towards the people I love to not fail and to get up every single time to fight for what is right. Basically, just try and prosper. If you have nothing else to grab onto, think about them. Everybody has that dark place in their life where they feel like they are alone, like there's no point. So, yeah, think about the people that care for you and draw strength from their compassion and their caring for you.
Question 6. What makes you tick in the first 30 minutes of your day?
Well, stranger, I would say my morning routine consists of waking up, running to the outhouse, doing 1 and 2. Best way to do it all together. Get it out of the way and get on with your day. Then run down, grab myself a strong cup of Java, look out to see the horizon as I'm smoking either a rolled tobacco or a cigar. And then, obviously, work out, exercise, and start my day. What's yours? I want to hear your guys' morning routines down in the comments.
Question 7. What's the best thing about the country you are from?
Well, without giving away too much, I would say the best thing about the country I'm from is people's commitment to our own ideals, to our own nation. We are a proud nation with proud people in it that would fight for their honor and the way that they live. Don't get me wrong, it's an extremely corrupt country, but the people the vast majority of them are just and kind-hearted. So I think kindness and that that bond with your fellow countrymen is a good quality from my country. And obviously, if you're looking at it this way, then even the food. We have some banging food.
Question 8. Have y'all stuck to your childhood dream career? I wanted to become a train driver or a builder.
Growing up, I had a short list of 3 to 4 things. I was always really good at sports. Used to be goalkeeper for certain sports. Or I wanted to be a chef. Still till this day I love cooking. Or something in the educational system. May that be a psychologist or a teacher or PE teacher. As I said, something in the educational system. Plan your dreams. Not just think of them. Plan a direct course towards them. Like, if you want to be X, how are you going to get there? And then follow through on it. Consistency is the main thing. You need to follow through on your own word. Like, if you say that I am going to sit down and do this, don't procrastinate. Sit down and do it. If you do, it's easier for you to achieve your goals rather than putting them on the back burner.
Question 9. Why do we dislike different colors? I don't care much for yellow nor pink shades. Others will love them. Why do we like some colors but not others? I guess I am wondering if there is a scientific explanation.
Oh, stranger. I needed to read into this because this was a genuinely good question and it made me ponder. The studies show that there's no specific reason scientifically that we prefer one color above the other. I'm guessing some people say that it's based on feelings, and the majority of the sites that I researched into say that it correlates and associates us with certain feelings. However, I have to disagree on this on some perspective because from my preferences, like from how I'm feeling, I'm not pulling towards any specific color, nor am I rejecting any specific color. So scientifically speaking, let's just say that it's more of a preference thing than anything. If anybody can figure out or anybody can find something that disapproves this, we just shoot it my way.
Question 10. What is a smell you associate with your childhood?
Well, stranger, I think the 2 things that really associate me with my childhood is my grandma's cooking and the smell of manure. I know, perfect combination, but sometimes the weirdest combinations bring you back to your best memories. I really do hope you guys have something similar. Do share. Happy to take a look and read all of your comments.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode, stranger. If you did, consider joining our band of outlaws and bandits. About time I ride off. It seems like they're gaining some ground on me. Until the next time, stranger, try to keep yourself out of trouble.